These pills ought to clear up the problem. Let me know if the pain persists, okay? And you're looking chipper today. I told you that cold would be gone before you know it.
Father, isn't it time you took a break? Look, I made you some tea.
Thank you, Jean. You didn't burn yourself or anything preparing it, I hope.
You worry too much. I'm old enough to manage a simple pot of tea, I assure you.
It makes me happy to see you growing up so fine. Huh? What's going on out there?
Doctor, you have to help us. Monsters are on the attack and people are getting hurt.
What the devil are those beasts?
This will get ugly. Jean, go and hide. I'll take care of bringing people to the clinic. This way, everyone! If you're unhurt, then assist someone who is injured. We must pull together!
I know Father told me to hide, but how can I? I have to do my part too.
Are you all right? Get to safety and leave the corrupted to us!
You don't have to tell me twice, but there's still a few left who didn't make it out in time.
We'll do everything in our power to save as many of them as we can.
They'll love you for it if you do. You're their last hope at this point.
There are so many wounded we couldn't get to the clinic. Is it up to me to treat them all?
Father, I'm here to help. If we split up, we can treat everyone.
Jean, I thought I told you to run and hide.
I can't stay hidden away when there are so many who need my help. After all, Father, am I not your son? You taught me that a doctor does whatever is needed.
My lessons have sunk in, I see. Very well, then. Come and give me a hand.
It's not safe here. You should be running.
I can't. I'm the local doctor's son. I won't leave until I've helped the injured.
You've got a lot of heart for a kid your age. All right. Let's join forces and save those villagers.
I really appreciate the help. My name's Jean. Now come on. There's work to do.
Come now, Jean. Give the nice people a proper thank you.
Oh, right. Thank you for saving our village.
We saved it together. You did well today, Jean.
Oh, I introduced myself to you, but I never asked your name, did I?
Well, there was a lot going on. I'm the Divine Dragon.
The Divine Dragon? From the land of Lethos? Oh, please forgive my rudeness.
Don't mention it. Like I said, there was a lot going on at the time.
What brings such a splendid personage to our humble village?
I've been on a journey to defeat the Fell Dragon and bring peace to the world.
The whole world? Wow. If it's all right with you, Divine One, can I come along and help?
Jean, what's gotten into you?
My dream has always been to become a doctor so I can save people, and that hasn't changed. But with monsters running rampant, I might die before I can do that. Look what just happened. At the Divine Dragon's side, I think I can learn to fight and to heal people at the same time.
Well, that's all very well for you. But what about the Divine Dragon? You'd just be a burden.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Not if what he did during that battle is anything to go by. If Jean wants to come, I don't mind. Though I understand why you'd be worried.
Well, if he has your permission, then I can only ask that you take good care of my boy.
What? You're actually allowing him to go?
Father, I told you, you don't need to worry about me. It's not like I'm never coming home. In fact, when I do return, I'll be a first-rate doctor. You'll see.
How quickly they grow up. Of course, Jean. Be a good boy, a hard worker, and an attentive student. And come home safe.
I will. Thank you, both of you. I can't wait to start working alongside the Divine Dragon.
The feeling is mutual, Jean. I have a hunch that I'll be leaning on you a lot in the days to come.
You still haven't found her?
Sorry, boss. The thief was too quick for us. We lost track of where she went.
We're supposed to be the thieves, you bums. We steal, we don't get stolen from. Well, she can't have left this fortress yet. Go catch her, no excuses.
Yes, boss.
Boss, bad news.
Am I about to hear an excuse?
There's a tough-looking bunch headed right for us. They're armed, too.
Typical. How much worse can today get? Whatever. This won't stop us either. Battle squads in position and ready to move. I want our thieves in the treasury now. Once the treasure is secured, get to a safe place.
Got it, boss.
A whole room full of treasure! I'm sure no one will mind if I help myself. Hey, is someone talking? Sounds panicked, whoever they are.
Move your butts and get in position.
Is there about to be a fight? Oh, I'd better find some place to hide. I guess this is my best option.
Can you believe the luck we're having today?
Less talking, more stalking. Make sure your gear is ready before things kick off.
Uh-oh. This is way too many bandits to make a clean getaway.
The townsfolk told us about a bandit base. And I'd say we found it. I feel sorry for all those poor villagers who had their valuables stolen. Precious keepsakes, family heirlooms. Let's see if we can put them back in the right hands. Though, it looks like we're in for a fight before that can happen.
Did that treasure chest just move? So that's where the thief went.
Ah! I've been found out!
It won't open. Hey, thief. Let go of the lid. Don't make me work up a sweat.
Dang! You found me. Only one thing to do now if I want to get out of this. Time to show my skills!
There was a child in there? We have to hurry and rescue her from these bandits!
There's the thief! Get her!
If you think you're gonna catch me that easily, think again!
Damn you for playing us for fools. You'll never get your hands on that treasure. Well, well, well. So the thief turned out to be just some brat. What do you say, boys? I bet we could get a pretty penny in ransom out of her parents.
My parents have no idea where I am. So that's a pretty weak threat if you ask me.
Yeah, well, I didn't ask you. We'll figure that out later. Oh! I guess today could get worse after all.
Here's hoping the local authorities will keep these bandits from causing any more trouble.
You guys are really strong, huh? Do you have room on your team for me?
You want to join us? I should warn you. Our battles will be much more grueling than that. You'd be placing yourself in danger.
I know I'm small, but I pack a punch. I can take care of myself, guaranteed. Besides, I've got nothing better to do. Not until I figure out where my family went.
You lost your family.
It gets lonely on the road. Maybe if I travel with you folks, our paths will cross someday.
Well, if that's what you want, I have no objections. I'm the Divine Dragon. Looking forward to working with you.
Hang on, what? You're the Divine Dragon? My sails, they're gonna go through the roof! Oh, and the name's Anna, but you can call me Lady Anna. Pleasure to be in business with you.
What is this place, Lucina? I feel a magical power here.
This appears very similar to Arena Ferox. Most curious.
Ferox? That's a place from your world, right?
Yes. Ferox is a kingdom divided by east and west, with a militaristic Khan overseeing each. Every so many years, a fighting tournament is held to determine which Khan will rule them all. Arena Ferox is where I cross swords with my father.
He taught you swordsmanship, yes? It must have been an interesting, if fierce bout.
Yes, it was a hard fight. He had no idea who I was and held nothing back. He'd trained me well, but that fight was when I first saw just how strong my father really was. That must be precisely why this familiar place was chosen as a trial ground.
Trial ground? What does that mean?
We each feel the extraordinary power here. Tell me what it feels like deep down.
It's almost like I'm sensing your power, but also like you're far away.
Well then, draw your weapon. Fight me. If you pass the trial, our bond will grow stronger. With a stronger bond, you will be able to draw upon more of my power as an emblem.
I hope I can learn as much in this arena as you did.
That's good to hear. However, it's going to require more than hope for you to win this battle.
You're going to be surprised if you think I'm only bringing hope to this fight.
That's the spirit.
Wow. The Khans fought in the arena for the right to rule? It's almost like fate brought us here.
The Khans didn't battle. They picked champions to fight on their behalf.
Whew. If that is the case, I think it fortunate that this place is not the true arena.
Indeed. Now, come at me! What's wrong? You won't win just by standing there.
Your stance has no openings. I don't see how I could hit you no matter where I strike.
Doubt will only dull your attacks. Trust in yourself, and come at me with everything.
Understood. Here I come.
So strong. I lost. Your combat skills have grown admirably. Compared to when we first met, you've grown strong and become a formidable opponent.
Thank you. It is in no small part because of your guidance, Lucina.
Such kind words. If I helped you at all, then I couldn't be happier. There's a lesson there, you know. What one person can achieve on their own is limited.
I agree. I couldn't have come this far by myself. Everything I've accomplished has been thanks to those who have fought beside me.
I'm relieved to hear that. I feel my friends close by even now. Their spirits live on in me.
Their spirits live on.
The power of my bonds with them helped us to change a hopeless future, the same as you are now, with your own allies.
You're one of those allies, Lucina, aren't you?
Of course. I'll fight with you until the very last.
Then we can't lose, no matter what the world sends our way.
You're right. Our bonds are far stronger than destiny.
Ah, the breeze, the smell, so much like home.
Home? Do you mean the world you're from?
Yes, this place is just like the Sakai Plains. That's where I was born. I remember their beauty well. When I was young, those plains seemed to stretch forever.
It truly is wonderful scenery. And the wind is so pleasant.
It makes me happy to hear you say that, even if this is not my true homeland. We woke at dawn and tended to our cattle, caught game, and slept when the sun set. That was every day of my life growing up on the plains. But it didn't last forever.
Can you tell me what happened?
The Lorca tribe, my people, were attacked by vicious bandits. They killed so many of us. The bandits were cowardly. They poisoned our drinking water, then attacked in the chaos.
That's terrible.
Yes, but the Sakai Plains are our motherland and have always blessed us with their bounty. It is a place I love deeply, though it holds many painful memories. Enough mourning. The sense of this place is exciting me. Ready your sword. I'll show you the true skill of a Lorca tribe warrior.
I can't wait. You won't beat me easily, though. I've overcome so many hardships in my life. And more will come, I'm sure.
But our bond will grow stronger with this fight, as will my power. So whatever you do, don't hold back.
It feels a little strange to fight you. I'm reminded of my father and all that happened.
Oh, I'm rather happy about this fight myself. Facing someone as skilled as you is a pleasure.
If only he had been so encouraging. Very well. Let's begin.
Seeing you makes me feel like I might see my father again. Too bad that's not how it works.
Unfortunately, I'm neither a substitute for your father nor his memory. Still, I can see you've become quite talented. So show me just how much you've grown.
I am refined in strength and charm. If my father were here, he'd be in awe of what I've become.
These plains, the green land, the wind, they raised me to be strong. And you?
I'm still improving, but I have gained strength during our journey.
I'm glad to hear you're feeling stronger, but I won't be holding back.
Must be faster.
I won't falter.
You're very good. Wow, you beat me soundly. You're very strong.
And you were as skilled as I expected. Very powerful, too. I wonder if I could be like you. If I grew up on the plains, I mean.
Perhaps. I learned to fight out here, but I learned more when I met Eliwood and Hector. We traveled long and far together. Sometimes we compete with one another, just like this. They helped me to learn of justice and courage, and they gave me the strength to trust others. And that strength has made me who I am today.
When I woke, I had no memories and no one I felt I could rely on. But now I have so many friends around me to teach me about the world and about myself. I hope that at the end of my journey, I'll be as strong as them. And you.
You'll definitely become much stronger. I'm sure of it. Of course, I'll help too.
Thank you, Lynn. Where are we?
Gebel Castle. At least that's what it looks like.
Someplace you've been?
Yeah. It's near the border between the nations of Crimea and Gallia. Interesting that this place is where we'll have our trial.
Trial?
We were pursued here by forces from the Kingdom of Dayan. They laid siege, trapping us. Our escape was cut off. The strength of their forces was overwhelming. My father had died, and I'd taken up his role as leader of the Grail mercenaries. And this is where I met my first great trial.
That sounds rough. What did you do?
I fought to protect my sister and the Grail mercenaries. If you found yourself in the same situation, what would you do?
I'd like to think I would also fight. I don't want anyone I care about to be harmed.
And I believe you would fight well. So show me how you would defend those near to you. No words now, only deeds.
A trial? You want me to fight you?
If you win this fight, our bond will become even stronger.
Understood. I won't lose.
That's the spirit. Now, let's begin. There's something different about you, Fogato.
I decided since I was fighting you, I should be extra serious.
You have no intention of losing then. I see.
Never. If we're doing this, then I've got to win.
It's kind of strange to face off against you. I mean, it was my duty to safeguard your ring.
Is it hard for you to see me as your opponent?
No. I mean, I want to show you how strong I am.
Good answer. Now show me what you can do. I like that look in your eye. It's clear your fighting spirit is strong.
I know the only way I'll beat you is to fight harder than you.
Then you understand what lies ahead. Now show me you can fight as well as you talk.
I'll help!
It was a good fight. Great work. You overcame the trial well.
Thank you, Ike.
You should know that going forward, the fighting's gonna get more intense. It's important to remember that you're a leader, and you must not give in to the pressure. In this war, there can be no retreat.
You're right. If we run away, the world will be covered in darkness. But I worry that fighting this hard may be too much for everyone. Or too much for me.
There are people who need your help. Don't worry. You're more than capable. And when it seems your spirit might break, it's the bonds you forge that will win the day.
I'll hold your words in my heart.
Don't worry. If it looks like you've forgotten it, I'll be there to remind you.
You'll be by my side? Always?
Always.
Thank you, Ike. I'm glad to know you're here with me. What is that? In the back there? Is that a throne?
This resembles the Holy Tomb. That's a place from my world.
What is the Holy Tomb?
It's where the goddess Sothis sleeps. For the Church of Seros,
This is the holiest place of all. To ensure the safety of the tomb, a monastery was built atop it.
Okay, so why is it here?
Only a very few know the legend of Saint Seros in the Holy Tomb. Saint Seros received power and revelation from the goddess, and with it, a sacred duty. She was to save the people of Fodlan and use her power wisely in order to lead them. Perhaps it's inevitable that we'd be guided here.
Why do you say that?
If the bond between us is to further strengthen, then you must face a trial here.
I see. And do you want me to fight you, Byleth?
Show me whether you can wisely use the power you've gained on your journey so far.
Understood.
In your eyes, I see no hesitation. Good. Ready yourself.
I'm ready. And I won't hold anything back.
I've gotta say, it feels a little weird to fight someone who's supposed to be an ally.
Just because we're fighting doesn't make us enemies. Not this time. We're still friends. But for now, prepare for battle.
Okay, I've got no choice but to fight. Let's do it.
Depending on the wielder, power can be used for good or evil with equal ease. That's why the heart of the one controlling the power is important.
The heart? That would mean my heart determines how the power is used. All right, Byleth, I'm ready.
I have nothing left to teach.
I managed to win. Somehow.
Well done. Your fighting was magnificent. The trial is past.
I learned so much battling you.
Thank you. But your skills were quite strong even before we met.
Still, you've taught me so many things. You're an excellent teacher, Byleth.
That's kind of you to say. Though it helps that you have such raw skill already. All I need do is listen and give a little nudge to those embarking on a path. Your success here is the direct result of all the choices you've made before today.
I've always understood that one choice leads to another, but I'm worried what might happen if I ever make the wrong choice.
You needn't worry at all. By passing this trial, you've shown the truth of who you are, and you have your allies to set you right. Should you ever begin to stray, remember, I will always be by your side as well. To the very end.
Thank you. I'll continue on my path, trusting my allies to help me along the way.
You've clearly learned all you need to here. Shall we continue on our journey?
Is this? No, it's not. And yet, the similarities...
What's the matter, Corrin?
This place looks very much like where my fate branched. I had 3 options that day. My decision meant abandoning 2 of my possible fates.
What do you mean?
In my world, there are 2 opposing kingdoms, Hoshido and Nor. I was born in Hoshido, but spent my childhood in Nor.
Having ties on both sides of a conflict. That would be a hard way to live your life.
Indeed. This is where Hoshido and Nor faced off, and I had to choose which country to back. I had family and friends in Hoshido and in Nor. I didn't want to abandon any of them. But as hard as it was, I had to make a decision. Hoshido or Nor? Maybe neither, and I would fight alone. There was no obvious answer.
I don't know how I'd make such a big choice. It's possible a significant one still awaits me at some point on our journey.
You've already decided to face the Fell Dragon and save the world. I'd call that a big choice. Now let's see if your choice was a worthy one. Face me in combat. The results will inform my next choice. Surely our bonds will grow stronger.
I understand. The paths we've each chosen. I'm excited to find out what lies beyond the point where our fates meet.
You saved my life before. I didn't expect us to end up fighting. The world is full of surprises.
The fortune teller didn't foresee this event? My, how very strange.
Tease me all you like, but I think knowing the result of this fight would be boring.
The future isn't set or planned. I control my own fate, as you do yours. I remember how I felt when I stood on the field that day.
This is where your destiny branched, isn't it? I think I can understand what you went through.
Do not swing timidly without resolve. You must genuinely try to kill me.
As you say, Corrin. I've chosen my path, and I'll travel as far as it takes me.
My path is clear. I expected no less from you. You gave my blade Yato quite a workout.
What a beautiful sword.
It's a divine blade, forged to bring peace to the world. When I first saw Yato, it flew from its hiding place into my hands. It chose me. It was the same day my mother died protecting me.
You lost your mother too?
It would have been easy to lose myself in that pain. I couldn't have recovered alone. Luckily, I had friends who stood by me and helped me find my way home. And, like my friends, Yato was by my side at every step on my journey.
I understand your feelings quite well.
In the coming days, you'll make choices that might cause you no end of suffering. But no matter what pain you're feeling, I'm with you. And I'll help you find your way home again.
I will remember even in the darkest moment that I am not alone.
Then you'll be just fine.
Thank you, Corrin, for joining me on this path I have chosen.
Look at this place. Oh my. It can't be. It's impossible.
What's wrong, Eirika?
This looks almost exactly like... I'd swear to you, this is where everything changed forever.
Changed? How so?
I was a member of the royal family of Renee. Our close neighbors, the Grotto Empire, were our allies for centuries. Then, with no hint of warning, the Grotto Empire invaded.
That must have been difficult if you were allies for so long.
As the royal family, my brother and I fought together with our friends to protect our people. The final conflict took place right here. I know things only look similar, but it's very much like being back there.
You don't have to go on. I understand that it's a painful memory.
I lost a very dear friend that day.
But you didn't lose hope. You fought on, even when faced with losing a friend.
Would you spar with me? Here, everything I feel about that day is bound up. My heart is full of grief. Perhaps fighting here will help overcome that. Though that sounds like my brother's thinking.
I would be glad to spar with you. However, I don't plan on losing.
Well, you wouldn't last long if you didn't try to win. And if you do win, then our bonds will only become stronger.
I didn't think we'd get to hang out this much, Eirika. It's been lots of fun.
I'm glad that it's you who engaged with me. Every day is a new experience.
Aw, thanks so much. Now you've got me blushing, though.
Well, raise your weapon or I'll have to embarrass you further.
Well, Eirika, it's time to see which of us is more graceful in battle. I'm sorry if my skill proves to be too much for you.
No apology necessary. Seeing you grow as a warrior has been a pleasure, but that doesn't mean I plan on losing. Fighting you here, it feels so strange.
I feel it too. Facing you like this is making me stronger.
You've been strong from the start. Now, show me you have the skills to back up your strength. And so, I am defeated. You've gotten stronger. You might even be able to defeat Ephraim, my brother.
Thank you. I guess you've always relied on your brother, haven't you?
I mean, we're siblings, and we always need one another's support.
Guess I hadn't thought of it that way. You should know that I rely on you, Eirika. I trust your opinions and your skills.
Thank you. I just want to be a help to your cause, the same as others helped me. I'm so very happy to be part of this, and to help all of you.
You've saved me so often, I'm starting to think I'd be lost on my own.
You should have more confidence. As long as we both trust in our own skills, we can be there to support one another.
That sounds good to me. I hope you'll continue to be with us, Eirika.
I hope so too. I'm sure you can save this world.
There's something unnatural about this place.
You feel it as well? I've no explanation for it. Yet this place bears a great resemblance to Chalfi.
Chalfi? I've never heard of it. Is it somewhere in your world?
Correct. It is my homeland. I had once thought to lead a quiet life there in Chalfie, alongside my wife, Deirdre.
What happened?
Deirdre was kidnapped by followers of a dark faith. Her life was twisted to their desires. She was to aid in the resurrection of a dark god, heralding a new age of terror and destruction.
What? That's awful.
Yet there was still light, still hope for our future.
How so?
I believe I shall share that part of the tale with you following the trial. Take up your weapon, for I am the trial that you shall face. Overcome this trial, and our bond will grow. My power will become yours.
And we have to fight in this place that is like your homeland. There's significance to that.
Correct. Now earn it. Show me that your skills are sufficient to surpass my own.
I'll take you down, Sigurd. I'm giving this everything I have.
This isn't the first time we've locked swords. You remember training with Queen Lumera?
Of course. How could I ever allow myself to forget? Alas, those days are far behind us, so we must move on, you and I, into the future. We shall not allow her wishes to be in vain.
You had better be ready, Lord Sigurd. I dedicate this strike to Queen Lumera.
On what do you stake your life? Tell me, how do you imagine the world once your war ends?
I wish for a peaceful world. For myself, my friends, everyone. A world that we will build for ourselves, where no one will be hurt by the greed of others.
It requires power to turn a dream into reality. Show me you have what it takes.
Right.
Well played. Well done. You have passed the trial with a stunning display of skill.
I didn't do it alone. All of us claimed this victory, together.
Correct. Friends, allies, family. Anyone with whom you forge bonds will give you strength. Now, the moment of truth. Do you wish to avenge the death of your mother, Lumera?
When I lost her, I was sad. And angry. I thought I could never forgive the one who took her life. But you asked me if I'd want revenge. And I don't know anymore.
I lost many friends, even family, in battle. And yet I find I bear no grudges. I know well the meaning of grief. As well, I know there is no single truth. I entrusted this knowledge to my son, Seliph. I hoped that it might guide his future.
Your son? You and Deirdre's, you mean?
Indeed. Now listen well. You carry a proud and noble conviction in your heart. Knowing grief, justice, and truth are subjective, are you still able to fight with conviction?
Of course. This war will end. And then, I will see to it that the world remains at peace.
A perfect answer, my friend. And the one I was hoping to hear. So, until the fighting is done and gone, I shall be by your side, watching over you.
Something about this place is really off.
It appears to be the River Thracia. Quite similar, at least.
Is this some place in your world?
In looks, it is quite close enough to a stretch of ground where I once stood. The River Thracia was a beautiful, broad river. And it was the site of much bloodshed.
I can't imagine someplace as serene as this, turning into a battlefield.
This is where I faced the genius tactician Sias. Some thought him a hero. Reinhardt, a powerful man said to be the Crusader Thrud reborn, was there as well. It was a difficult battle. Many were the moments when I thought defeat was at hand.
So why does this place look like that?
I do not know for certain. I sense a mighty force emanating from here. This must be the trial appointed to you.
A trial?
I want you to fight me here. If you overcome that trial, our bond will grow stronger. That bond will bring with it power we cannot do without if we are to survive the battles ahead.
Winning a battle against you is my trial? Understood.
Good. Victory is your only way forward. Be honest with yourself. What do you want? What do you hope for? Deep in your heart.
But what if I fail again?
Life is not a simple path, and mistakes are only mistakes. Set them right by making amends. You have faced your own weaknesses before. Do so again, and you will only grow stronger. I have been waiting. Are you prepared?
Of course, Leif. I will face you anywhere, at any time.
Then let us begin. A fair battle between equals. And so, I lose. You have become stronger since we first met, my friend.
I feel like I still got a long way to go. I appreciate your guidance.
Guidance? An interesting word choice. I believe I understand now why the trial was located here.
Oh? Why?
I was a young prince, inexperienced in leading an army. My errors were many. Some fatal. On the day of this battle, I was told something I've kept in my thoughts ever since. Once blood is spilled, it cannot return to its source. Make that sacrifice worth something. Life is a series of choices. There is no way for one to know if their past choices were correct or a mistake. All we can do is make the future into something good and righteous. We must strive for that. Such is the responsibility of a guide. And it is what I learned in the place so like this one.
Thank you, Leif. For sharing your story with me. I feel like I understand more than before. I will work to build a good future. And you'll be beside me until the end of this war?
Here, on the shores of this beautiful river, I swear my service to you.
Hey, look. It started snowing.
I'm certain I've been here before. Or someplace just like it.
Where do you think we are, Micaiah?
This looks somewhat like Castle Nox. I battled Ike there once.
Huh? Castle Nox? You fought against Ike?
It was snowing then, too. Ike was a strong commander, as was I. But we each had a different definition of victory. Ike was trying to save us, and I could not let him. We needed help, but not his. My people were cursed by a magical blood pact and headed for certain ruin.
What happened?
I fought Ike, fought to undo the pact. I held on to hope. I stayed focused on my vision of the future. Even on the worst day, I kept hold of that. I gave everything to protect people I cared for. I'd have sacrificed more if there'd been need. That vision is what made it possible for me to survive the war.
I think I know now why we were brought here. Teach me how you never broke in the face of despair and fear, Micaiah.
So, you've figured it out then? The point of this trial? Well then, face me in battle, and do your best to be victorious. If you win, our bond will strengthen, and you'll be able to draw on my power like never before.
I've never been great at fighting magic users, so maybe go easy on me?
Sorry, but that's not the point of this. I won't be holding back. You took me from that shrine, and now it's my turn to guide you to somewhere new.
Is that right? Guess I'd better be ready for you then.
I remember that battle as if it were yesterday. It's almost like I'm there again. The past and the future are together in my heart.
You're a strong combatant, but I'm not going to lose.
Very well. I'd be let down if you held anything back. You're so strong. Well done. You passed the trial safely.
Thank you, Micaiah.
Do you feel that? Our bond is stronger.
I do, yes. I feel like I understand you better than before. There's just one thing.
What's that?
You know, I was sort of hoping I might gain some of your fortune-telling ability.
Don't worry, you don't need that. You can already see the future. In fact, you're building it.
I'm building the future. Is that one of your predictions?
Nope. It's something I see right in front of me. I see someone with the strength to never lose heart, no matter what. You're a fighter.
It's an honor to know that you think so. I'll do my best not to disappoint.
Not a chance. Come on, let's go save the world.
Where are we? I don't recognize it.
It looks like... No, it couldn't be.
Roy? Do you know this place?
I may be seeing what I want to see instead of what's truly there. But it's very similar to a place where I once fought an important battle.
Oh, do you mean in the world you're from? Could you tell me about it?
I stood there, my allies at my side, facing down the armies of the Kingdom of Byrne. The enemy's commander was Murdoch, who was especially strong, tactically and physically. His battle axe. The power and weight of its blows are etched forever in my memory. It was a battle so grueling, I can hardly believe that I or anyone else managed to survive. But bitter as it was, I hold fond memories of that day as well.
It must be an important point in time for you.
Yes, you could say that. I admit I feel a bit energized standing here. Would you grant me an odd request? Battle me here, in this place.
Battle you? But why?
This place is from my memory, but I believe it is a trial meant for you. Achieve a glorious victory against me, and our bond will grow deeper still. My power will grow, and yours will too. Are you interested?
All right. I'll fight you. And I'll win.
Lord Roy? Is there not someone more, adequate you should be fighting?
Why are you talking nonsense, Alchrist? You are the Prince of Brodia, the land I was entrusted to. Who better could I face? Come, let our battle begin. Oh, you're to be my opponent. Well then, I'd best not relax.
It pleases me that you would say so. I feel the same. It is my duty to show the emblem entrusted to Brodia a spectacular fight.
This will be quite the battle then. Come on, Diamant, fight!
You seem much more focused. More intense than usual.
My sword, the Binding Blade, was kept in this land for centuries. My memory of retrieving it must be granting me additional power.
If a memory can grant power, then I'll give you a fight we'll both remember.
I'll help.
I concede. Thank you for entertaining my wish to fight. You're impressive.
You would have won if I'd slipped up even once. I never want to have you as an enemy again.
Please, you're embarrassing me.
What's wrong, Roy? You're staring.
Oh, it's just that you remind me of somebody I once knew. Her name was Idun. She was a demon dragon, and King Zephiel of Byrne wished to use her to destroy humanity.
A demon dragon?
Like you, each of her eyes was of a different color. And she carried herself a bit like you too.
I never knew there was such a person. Did you battle this demon dragon?
Well, I had a choice. Kill her and wipe out the dragons. Or save her, the enemy of mankind. Can you guess which I chose?
Which was it?
I'll tell you the whole tale once this war is over, and your world is at peace.
Okay then. But you have to promise me you'll tell. I'm looking forward to the story.
I promise. Until that day comes, I think we'll enjoy our time together.
There's something about this island. It's like a magical energy.
The Seabound Shrine was located in a place quite similar to this.
What kind of place was that?
It sat in the Novus Strait, off of Zofia. There was an altar to the goddess Milla in a cave.
I wonder if that means there's an altar here, too.
This place reminds me of those days. I'd just begun to experience life. I was so set on how I thought the world should be that I failed to heed my allies' advice.
That doesn't seem like you. Not to me, at least.
Back then, I visited Milla's temple, hoping to learn of a way to save my homeland. Then we discovered there was a necro-dragon on the island. That thing could have killed us all, and we'd already fought a band of pirates. Saying it now, I realize how reckless we were.
It sounds to me like you were helping people as you traveled.
So,
Would you have chosen the same as I did? Of course. I couldn't ignore anyone in need, no matter how dangerous the situation might be.
I know you wouldn't. You're courageous and strong. That's why we're here.
I suppose I don't understand. What do you mean?
This is where you will face your trial. Defeat me in combat, and our bond will grow stronger. Now take up your weapon, and let's see where your courage can take you.
I understand. And I'm going to win.
I must admit, going to battle against you is rather strange, Celine.
Oh, quite. I would rather chat over a cup of tea. Yet, as this is a trial, tea is not an option. So instead of polite conversation, I will fight you to the last, yes?
Of course. Come at me now. Bring everything you have to bear and claim victory. You seem quite happy, Alfred.
I was thinking how you've been in Pyrenees all this time, but you've never seen how strong we are.
Well, you're awfully full of confidence.
It's hard not to be when you already know you're gonna win the battle.
You are a kind soul. However, the world cannot be saved with kindness alone.
I've learned it takes strength as well.
One alone is a plan only for failure. Both are essential. Now show me you understand.
No!
So be it. The victory is yours. That was very well done.
Thank you, Celica.
You grow stronger, along with the power of your bonds. Keep forging deeper connections with your allies as you fight this war. Do that, and you will have the strength you need to save this world.
I understand. And I'll do my best to strengthen the bonds I have, and forge new ones if I can.
Once you've used that strength to bring peace, it will be your kindness that you will lean on. With kindness, you can build a world where no one hurts for the sake of hurting.
Do you really think that's something I can do?
Oh, the road will be long and treacherous. But you're just the person to make the journey.
If you say so, Celica. I suppose there's no choice other than to try.
Well, keep doing your best. We'll bring kindness back to the world.
Yes, we will.
Odd. This looks very similar to Altea Castle.
Altea Castle? Is that a place in your world?
That's right. It's where I grew up. After it fell into enemy hands, my allies and I took it back.
You lost your home.
The Dolar Empire, led by the Shadow Dragon Medius, attacked. His forces overran the castle. The castle knights offered protection, and many soldiers fell while aiding my escape. On that day, I learned the true meaning of powerlessness. Allies like Princess Sita and the mercenary Ogma helped me retake my homeland. My people call me the Hero King, but I think the real heroes are those who helped me to win. That's why I fight. For all those who believed in me, I want to deliver on their hope.
I think I know what you mean. I want a future of peace with my friends and allies. That vision pushes me to be my best.
You have grown strong in your battles, and are more than worthy of their faith in you. Now they stand beside you, ready to share your burden. Your struggles are not yours alone.
My friends and family have brought me all this way. I owe them so much.
Keep those feelings close to your heart, and you are certain to overcome this trial.
Trial?
Battle me now. This is the trial bestowed upon you. Best me in combat to strengthen our bond. Win, and you will draw more power from me.
Let the battle begin. I'll show you I can overcome this or any trial.
Marth, do I really have to fight you? I don't want to hurt any of my friends.
I am of no consequence to you. This battle is about conquering oneself.
Conquering oneself. I understand. I must conquer the Veil I used to be.
Now raise your chin. You are not alone anymore. Remember that and triumph. Much has come to pass. Meetings, farewells, and reunions alike. How are you faring?
I could never put those feelings into words. So I'll answer you with my weapon.
I would ask for nothing less.
Here I come!
Unacceptable! You've grown strong. Excellent. I could sense the power of your hope and your strength as warriors. As I fought, I was reminded of an old friend. I first met the divine dragon Tiki in the midst of battle, much like this.
It's incredible that your world has a divine dragon in it too.
Yes. Like you, she fought for us humans. Tiki was placed into a very long sleep in a temple where she would be kept safe. She woke and was incredibly lonely. Once we met, she said she wanted to stay with us. She called me Marmar, like a kid sister might. Human or dragon, we became friends for life.
Then she and I have something in common besides our species. You, Marth, who fights to end people's suffering. Like her, I'm happy to be close to such a hero.
Since our first meeting, I have felt the same.
I'm grateful to you. I've become stronger because you are with me. Having my friends by my side is what makes everything possible. I couldn't do this alone.
Then you understand. We will follow you always.
Oh my. Are my eyes lying to me?
This is quite a surprise. It looks just like the Lethos Castle Gardens.
So I'm not the only one seeing it?
It looks like the castle, but feels like it too. The air, the smells, all of it.
Right you are. I've served in the castle for many years, yet this vision fooled me at first.
I know it isn't real, yet I still get a sense of nostalgia looking at it. My mother trained me in the castle garden. The flowers were in full bloom, like these.
I remember it well. Alas, after the attack, that garden has been left in ruins.
It has, hasn't it?
Look, over there. I can see something glimmering. Do you see it too?
Is that an altar? And on it, there's a ring.
I thought we'd gathered all the emblem rings. Can it be that there were more?
Perhaps an emblem we were unaware of. Let's go have a look.
Wait, I feel a presence. There are enemies nearby.
Corrupted? They must be here for the ring. We can't let them take it. That ring might belong to another emblem.
I fight beside you once more, Divine One.
That ring. Could it be?
This is just like when I fought the soldiers my mother created for our mock battle. Mother is gone. But wherever she may be, I'll show her how strong I've become. We retrieved the ring safely, but it doesn't seem to hold an emblem. Strange.
Is it but a normal ring?
It seems so. But when I hold the ring, I feel a warmth stirring in my chest.
So it's as I suspected.
What is it that you have surmised?
The Pact ring. It belongs to and holds the power of Divine Dragon Monarch Lumera.
What else do you know about this Pact ring, Marth?
Lumera once said that divine dragons will give a special ring to someone they truly trust. The ring strengthens the bond between the two and brings them closer together. It grants special powers to the divine dragon and anyone they make a pact with, of any sort.
So Mother once gave this ring to someone she trusted and had a special connection with?
That's what I'd guess too. But she'd lost her friends and allies in the war, so who she gave the ring to, or if she gave it at all, there's just no way to know.
Mother.
But we know that as long as she lived, the most important person to her was you. You should inherit the ring. Give it to your most trusted ally.
I'll think long and hard before I decide who's worthy to wear it.
Oh, that we've arrived at this place. It must be the work of Queen Lumera.
It's a happy thought, Mother watching over me. But the fight ahead is my own. I must be strong. Let's go. I'm reluctant to leave, but there is much work to do.
Divine One, we discovered this mysterious bracelet in southern Firene. There appear to be more of them enshrined on the islands off the coast. We should investigate.
There's an emblem inside this bracelet, all right. The presence inside is complicated, but I think I have the invocation. Lead us, Emblem of Rivals!
Finally, we're free. I am Emblem Edelgard.
Pleased to meet you. I am Emblem Dimitri.
I guess that makes me Emblem Claude. Hi there.
That must have been a crowded bracelet. Sorry, I should introduce myself. I'm the Divine Dragon. You're obviously not from Elios. May I ask what you're doing here?
Until recently, we were the guardians of another world. It seems we were moved somehow.
I get the feeling you've come to give me some sort of test.
No need for that. You were able to summon us. That is enough. And your timing is excellent. We were just growing weary of each other's conversation.
Speak for yourself. I thought Dimitri's stories were getting better with every telling.
Yes, the sarcastic interruptions kept increasing too. Coincidence, I'm sure.
You three all seem to be really comfortable with each other.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Really, Edelgard?
She's kidding. You can tell because her face looks exactly the same as when she's serious.
We have always been in competition. It will be refreshing to join forces.
I should explain. We were all students at the Officers' Academy, but we led different houses.
That's what you meant by competition.
Yes. We only truly came together for special events, like the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
A traditional mock battle between the houses, to celebrate one another's strengths.
The real celebration was afterward. Our festivities got rather exuberant that night.
Dimitri looks pretty straight-laced, but don't let him fool you. Between you and me, he's like a force of destruction at a party. I'm surprised they didn't expel his whole house for those shenanigans.
Must have been quite a night.
You only just met him, so you can't tell if he's joking. Just ignore half of everything he says.
Come on, be fair. At least a third of what I say is worth hearing.
You do know a third is less than half, right?
I see we've gained some dependable allies.
Professor, you're here as well? Now I truly feel motivated. What an honor it will be to fight by your side.
If you're that honored, I'll have to make sure I'm at my best.
This little reunion reminds me of the day we first met the Professor.
You mean that night our camp was attacked by bandits?
That's right. Only now, Claude won't be able to make any strategic retreats.
I guess we are sort of stuck together now, aren't we? I hate to say it, but we'll need to learn to get along better if we're fighting on the same side.
Yes, you will.
True. None of us can do all that we must on our own. But together, as part of this army, I think defeat is inconceivable. Maybe I sound arrogant, but I'm that confident in the skills our professor has taught us. Wouldn't you agree, my teacher?
Of course. I am proud of you all. This time, let us fight together to the end.
Let me say it formally. Our power is at your disposal. Please make the most of it.
Victory will be ours. Have no fear. We are here to help.
And if these two and their conventional tactics fail, Maybe I'll show you a few tricks.
That's all very reassuring. Thank you. I'll do my best to help the three of you work together. Here we are, the island south of Firene. I definitely feel the presence of an emblem.
That looks like an altar over there.
With a bracelet resting on top of it. Must be the emblem inside I'm sensing. Yes, I feel it now.
What is it, Divine One?
I think an invocation just came to me. I'll try summoning the emblem now. Dreamwell, Emblem of Dragons!
Am I? No, excuse me, but who are you?
I'm the Divine Dragon. We came here because I sensed your presence.
Divine Dragon? Why, that's what I am too. My name is Emblem Tiki. I must thank you for waking me. I feel I've been asleep for a very long time.
I can relate to that, Tiki. Do you happen to remember anything from before your sleep?
I know my bracelet friends and I were all somewhere, very far away. We fought in so many battles. I cannot recall how they ended. I do remember someone very gentle helping me to sleep. I wonder who it was.
Someone gentle.
I was kept asleep in my former world too. It was to protect me, but I was still quite frightened. But then Mama made it so that I didn't need to sleep anymore.
Do you mean Marth? Are you talking about events from the time of the Hero King?
You know him?
I do. Emblem Marth has been a guardian of Elios for a long time. If you'd be willing to join him in fighting to save this world, we'd be very grateful.
I would love to join your group. Traveling with so many new friends sounds like fun. But if I'm to join you, I'd like to see what drives you to fight. Will you show me your essence?
Of course. How do we do that?
Why, that's easy. You can battle against me. Then I'll know your true nature. And you don't need to hold back. I am really quite strong. I was wondering, do you enjoy being a divine dragon?
I didn't always, but now, yes, I think I do. It taught me what I'm truly capable of.
I see. I'm very curious to learn all about you. Will you tell me more about yourself?
Of course. I will tell you all that I can.
Well, Tiki, it sure has been a while. I'm glad to see you. How have you been?
Mama! I'm so glad to see you. I've been doing so well.
If we win this battle, I hope we can fight side by side again. I'd feel better having you as my ally.
Of course. I would love to travel with you once more. And then we can chat forever and ever. No more! You're strong. Wow, that was incredible. I tried my very best, but you still won. You showed me your true essence as well. Even in battle, you were warm and kind. I would be ever so glad to help you. I quite look forward to working together.
Thank you, Tiki. It's very reassuring to have you on our side.
I'm flattered to hear you say so. Oh, and it's not just me. My bracelet friends are here as well. I'm sure they would be happy to help.
You mean there are even more bracelet emblems here in Elios?
Yes, we just arrived recently. I'll tell you where they are, so you can go and meet them. I do believe they are all sleeping. I only hope they're having good dreams. I used to have terrible nightmares about turning into a beast and hurting people.
That must have been awful. I'm so sorry.
It was. But it's better now. I don't have those scary dreams anymore. And now that I'm with you, I think my dreams will only be happy ones. That's why I'm so grateful not to be alone. I want to become friends with all your friends.
That won't be a problem.
You're bound to get along well with everyone.
I cannot wait to meet them. Let's be on our way. Mama, I'm so delighted to see you again.
It's a relief to see you as well. Now I can fulfill the promise I made to protect you.
I'm glad you remember. I never forgot. Now that we're reunited, I know I have nothing to fear. This will be so much fun.
With you by my side, Tiki, I'm sure I can take on any battle. Together, we will protect Elyos.
I promise to give it my all. I can't wait to travel with you again. There is so much for us to talk about, and so many adventures to be had.
Indeed. We have a lot to catch up on, and just as much to look forward to.
Oh, Mama. I missed you so much.